But we've already trotted him around a little bit, so he's already kind of warmed up. But I'll just kind of go through what I'm doing here. Now, I want to check his lateral flexion with the direct rein. I ask him real light. If he doesn't give it, I'm going to bump it. Yeah, pretty nice. So watch when I just touch it. Boy, he gives it real good right there, okay? And it really has to be that light. So many people fudge on this. You know, they'll mess around with their horse and struggle, and then they'll finally get him here and they'll go, oh yeah, I got him supple. That's not supple. Supple is when you barely touch the rein, he gives to it, okay? So that's what you have to strive for. And if you want any kind of performance horse, it has to be that way. So when I reach down and ask for that rein, he needs to give it. No resistance. If he resists, I need to bump him, or I need to set that side of the bit solid and drive him into it. Like right here, I got the right side of the bit solid and I'm driving him into it with my feet. And that's making him give to that rein all on his own. Because I'm just setting the brick wall, I'm setting that bit solid, and then I'm driving him to it. When he reaches it and feels that it's solid, he'll give to it, okay? And you can teach one to give his head. Now see, he's giving it, but he's not giving it enough. Okay, I want a wholehearted try. There we go. And when you're first, you know, working with your horse, I mean, it might take you a month or two to really get this right, but it's got to be right. It's got to be right. He's got to be really supple, there we go, really give to your hands. Now, they also have to give to our hands vertically. So if I put pressure in his mouth, he should drop off of it. So I ride him forward with my feet. Notice how close my feet are to his sides. And I drive him up to the bit. So I want him behind my hands and in front of my legs. So if my hands are here and they make contact with the bit, now see, it looks like the reins are still fairly loose, and they are. But he can feel that I'm making contact, so he's dropping off of it. And if he doesn't, I'm going to seesaw or bump the bit until the nose starts to come down. Getting a horse to give to the bit is basically, you create the situation where that it's uncomfortable not to give to the bit, and it's comfortable to give to the bit. So if I touch him and he doesn't give, I'm going to make it uncomfortable. See, he won't even let me touch his mouth. But I make it uncomfortable until his nose starts to go in the correct direction, then I give him the slack. Make it comfortable, reward him. Okay? So bump, bump, there we go. Bump, bump. Now what I see a lot of people do, they'll bump, bump, and they'll hang on to the horse too long before they give him the slack. You need to give him the slack when he's headed in the right direction. A lot of people, they'll bump, bump, and then they'll hang on, then they'll hang on, they'll hang on, and then they'll give him the slack. You don't want to do that. Give him the slack as soon as he's headed in the right direction.